All right, we're at the end of the year, and I gotta offload some stuff that's on my chest. Because today, I'm gonna tell you what freaking pisses me off about whiskey. Oh, I'm excited. Kinda, sort of. Let's get into it. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Carlos. Thank you for joining me here on a kind of weirdish whiskey corner. But I truly appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the video, and checking out the channel. I've been putting off doing this video for a little while, and then I was like, you know, it's perfect to do it around Christmas time. Mostly not because of Christmas, but mostly because of the end of the year. It really lets me recap 2025 and some stuff that has just utterly pissed me off. And more specifically, pissed me off about whiskey. And what I mean by that is that no particular bottle or particular brand, but it's just different things in the whole genre of whiskey that has really gotten on my nerves. And I want you guys to play along at home. What are some things that like freaking irks you? What is it? Right? Because I am sure I am not the only one that has some of these things on my mind, and I have to get these off my chest before we enter 2026. Because, you know, I don't want to keep these inside. If you guys ever watch Family Guy, there was an episode, or maybe a couple of episodes, where Peter Griffin is like, you know what really grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears? Nobody's come up with a new priest and a rabbi joke in like 30 years.
And yeah, I guess this is the Whiskey Corner episode of, you know what really grinds my gears? You know what really grinds my freaking gears is the price of bourbon right now. The price of bourbon has gone up significantly, and it has gotten to a point where $100 is the norm for a bottle. And I remember just 2.5 years ago, which seems like a long time, but it's really not. But 2.5 years ago, I'm sitting here at a liquor store, and there's something that's like $100, and I'm like thinking 2, 3, 4, maybe 10 times if I should really spend the money. I'm trying to find review videos on my phone, but the crappy liquor store internet doesn't let me watch anything. But yeah, that's where I was at a couple of years ago, to be exact. And now $100 is like the average for a normal bottle of bourbon or whiskey. And that's unfathomable. Like, I appreciate the brands that are sticking to under $100. What are some brands? ASW, Short Barrel, even some of the legacy brands. You still have Heaven Hill, Jim Beam coming out with stuff that is under $100, but it's still good. Jack Daniels. So that has to be the very first one that pisses me the hell off. So let's move on to the second one. So this second one is a little bit of a rant, and it's a rant more on the people. Actually, these next two are going to be more rants on the people in the whiskey community. And I don't know if you agree with me or not. You might be one of these people. Who knows? But the first type of person that I'm going to talk about that really pisses me the hell off is flippers. And look, I'm not going to sit here and stand on a soapbox and tell you selling whiskey for higher prices, it's wrong. But what I am gonna tell you, everybody at some point does that. That's fine. What I am gonna tell you is that when you're sitting there or driving there or standing there actively trying to find bottles that you can freaking resell for a higher price, you're on this list. I don't give two craps who you are. I will call out names if I have to. But you essentially are taking bottles away from people that will open them and will actually enjoy them. For example, 10-Yard Hill Rye. There were a few people here in the area that were going around to different stores and they got more than one, and people like me couldn't even get one, right? I drove around to 2 Total Wines, called like 5 or 7 of them, was willing to go over an hour or 2 to go and get a 10-Yard Hill Rye. Nope, all gone. Where do they all go? Well, there's people with like 4 or 5 of them. The same person that wants to resell them. It's an $80 bottle, but you can resell them for $500. And look, I'm all about it. If you gotta get your money, go get your money. But don't do it at other people's expense. Same thing with Stag. I had to fight a local North Tampa Bottle Club member because he was just lurking around at a Total Wine, freaking waiting for a Stag drop. And I was there. I got the notification that they were gonna have it, and this guy was just lurking there to then put it on secondary. So yeah, that pisses me the hell off. So that's flippers. Now let's go to another side of a coin, and that is people that think that they're the end all be all. What I mean by that is the whiskey snob. Oh, we know whiskey snobs. We definitely know them. You know the person that says that their palate is the righteous one. It is the chosen one, and everything that they like is what you should like, and everything that they hate is what you should hate. And what pisses me off even more are the people that follow these people. Look, I'm just a guy on YouTube, and I make videos, and I tell you what I think of a bottle. Do I like it? Do I not like it? But at the end of the day, I'm not telling you that you should only follow me. But these people are. These people, with their nose up, and they're like, oh, that's crap. Or, the only good ones are this one, and this one. And then some dumb people follow this. Like, oh my God, yes, you're so right. Get the hell out of here. Whiskey is to be consumed how you like it. If you like something that I don't like, whatever. I don't care. More for you, because I don't like it, and vice versa. That is what it is. I'm not telling you that my palate is the correct one. I'm not saying that your palate is the correct one. What I am saying is that we can agree to disagree. And that's that. Not everybody shares the same palate. So not any 1 or 2 or 3 people, I can name names locally here, are the end all be alls or have the greatest notes or the greatest palate. No. And that pisses me off. Oh, am I making enemies here? Cheers. But comment below. Like this video if you agree. Or if you got some stuff that you gotta get off your chest and pisses you off. Alright, this next one is liquor stores. Right? Liquor stores that do drops and they expect you to be in line waiting for this drop. For it could be a barrel pick, it could be an allocated pick, but very strategically they don't put out a price list. I wonder why. Very strategically, they don't answer anybody that asks them. So are these going for MSRP or more? Very strategically. And then you wait in line just to go into the store. You might even get there like a couple of hours before. Wake up early as hell to get there because you saw a bottle that you want. And you get there and you're like, I hope this is at MSRP. Once you get in there, it's close to secondary. Or maybe in the middle of MSRP and secondary. But still, disclose that information. Let me decide if I want to wait or get up at 4 a.m., at 3 a.m., at 1 a.m. and wait in front of your store for a bottle that I could have just bought off secondary, if that's the case. Time is money, y'all. So, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Now, this next one is about everything as a whole. And it's more for the platforms that people consume whiskey content. And you have your YouTubes, you have your Patreons, you have other platforms that are cracking down on whiskey. Like, what the hell? Last time I checked, people can drink. Prohibition is not around. Last time I checked, as long as you're over 21, you can talk whiskey all day, every day. So how are you cracking down on YouTube channels showing whiskey, on Patreon pages that have whiskey there? Even the cigar thing, I don't understand. You can buy a pack of cigarettes and that will, at 18, and that will probably kill you faster than a cigar, but at the end of the day, we're all adults here. Now, I understand if there's, firearms involved, if there's actual drugs, narcotics, or anything worse than that, like people hurting people type of thing, I get that. But then why are you cracking down on whiskey content, or whiskey channels, or whiskey pages? Makes absolutely no sense. And like Joey Swole said, I don't know if you guys know who Joey Swole is, but YouTube, Patreon, you need to do better. Yeah, you do. Lastly, guys, because I don't want to make this such a long video, and I'm gonna step off my soapbox pretty soon. The thing that pisses me off, the last thing that pisses me off, is myself and how I'm kind of getting bored with some bourbons and whiskeys. I have to admit I am. And we might all get to that point. And I'm not gonna say that I've never been there before, because I have, and that's when I start drinking more scotch or brandy or cocktails or whatever. But I see that it's happening more and more to me, and that pisses me off because I love whiskey, I love bourbon, I love this community. So hopefully I don't get to a point where I'm just done with it. Hopefully the boredom is a cycle that just goes away like it has in the past. But if not, then that really pisses me off. All right, got everything off my chest. Kind of long video, but I appreciate y'all being here. If you made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me know, comment below, what pisses you the hell off about whiskey. Love talking back and forth with you guys. Please do me some favors, like or dislike this video. Please subscribe, because that really helps me out. Check out the Patreon in the description. As little as $3 a month will help you support the channel. We have a live stream coming up this coming Friday, the 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So come in and hang out with us. It's our last live for the year. We're gonna be doing trivia and giveaways, and you can contribute to helping children during this holiday season. So come on, all the proceeds go to a charity that we're doing here in the Tampa area. So hope to see you there and hope that you can help us out. So with that said, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this Found North that I didn't even talk about, so sorry. But I want you to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.